Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. I&R spoilers. Claire chooses her path and Kyle turns back to Audra. Geno City is no stranger to heartbreak, betrayal, and second chances that come at the worst possible moments. But as October unfolds, the love triangle between Claire Newman, Kyle Abbott, and Audra Charles reaches a dangerous turning point. What was once a quiet tug-of-war for Kyle's heart is about to explode into full-blown drama, with lasting consequences for everyone involved. Claire Newman entered Kyle's world with a guarded heart but a willingness to trust. After everything she's endured, the manipulations of her past, the shadow of her family name, and the constant scrutiny of being a Newman, she believed Kyle might be her safe space. But that illusion shattered the moment she learned the truth about his trip to France. Kyle had promised honesty. Instead, he returned home with vague apologies and half-truths about getting too close to Audra. What he didn't expect was that Claire would find out the real story, and that she'd refuse to be a passive victim. In a tense confrontation at society, Claire looked Kyle straight in the eye and demanded answers. "Don't give me pieces of the truth," she told him, her voice steady but cold. "Give me all of it, or give me nothing." Kyle faltered just as Audra entered the picture. A perfectly timed entrance, wearing a smile that could slice through steel. What Claire had feared became undeniable. The man she loved hadn't just made a mistake. He'd made a choice. While Kyle struggles to explain away his betrayal, Audra Charles plays her cards with practiced ease. Audra isn't just a seductive complication. She's a strategist. Her partnership with Victor Newman, in which she agreed to help drive a wedge between Claire and Kyle in exchange for funding, is finally unraveling. Claire, armed with information from Holden Novak and her own instincts, exposes Audra's dirty deal to Nate Hastings. Her voice is clear and strong as she lays out the facts: the funding for Vibrant, the seduction, the manipulation. Nate, blindsided and furious, begins to question everything Audra ever told him. But the real fireworks erupt when Claire confronts Audra herself. In a scene fans will be talking about for weeks, Claire refuses to back down. "You thought you could break me," she says, stepping forward until she's inches from Audra's face. "But I'm not that girl anymore." This is the moment where Claire stops being a pawn in other people's games. She's done playing defense. She's writing her own rules now. Meanwhile, Kyle is spiraling. Torn between guilt, desire, and the chaos of his own making, he tries to smooth things over with Claire. But his timing couldn't be worse. Every promise he makes rings hollow against the truth of what he's done. And while Claire is stepping into her power, Kyle is falling back into old habits, namely his connection to Audra. Audra knows exactly how to reel him back in. A lingering glance. A reminder of that night in France. A whispered "we both know this isn't over." And against his better judgment, Kyle listens. He tells himself it's temporary. He tells himself it doesn't mean anything. But Geno City has seen this story before. When a man goes back to a woman like Audra Charles, it's never just a fling. It's a choice with consequences. Adding another layer of complexity is Victor Newman who never met a situation he couldn't control. His deal with Audra was always about power, pulling strings behind the scenes to keep Claire under his influence. But Victor underestimated the woman his granddaughter is becoming. Claire's decision to expose the scheme doesn't just hurt Audra. It challenges Victor's authority directly. For the first time, she's not asking for his approval or protection. She's rejecting his manipulation entirely. "Your plans don't decide my life anymore," she says in a private confrontation. "I do." This rebellion marks a major turning point for Claire. She's stepping out from under the Newman shadow, not just as a lover scorned, but as a woman defining her own destiny. Holden Novak has been quietly watching everything unfold. His connection with Claire started as friendship, but there's an undeniable spark between them. Now, as Claire stands at a crossroads, Holden is the one reminding her she doesn't need to fight alone.